Welcome, Pisces. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your second quarter. That's April, May, and June of 2022 reading. I've laid out the Shulton deck, the first month, April, May, and June. I'll clarify with the African Tarot, and I'll finally pull an oracle card from a few different decks that I have. So, if you find this reading helpful and useful, please like and subscribe to my channel, as I truly enjoy developing new content, and I appreciate all the support I've received so far to that end. So let's get started, Pisces. Your overall energy card is the Temperance card, which is describing the general energy for the second quarter of this year. So throughout April, May, and June, you will be experiencing a very deep calibration of your internal and external events and opportunities. This is you balancing, continuing to self-heal as you continue with new initiatives that reflect the alignment that you're experiencing between body, mind, and soul. So you are in a period of balancing, accepting some of the lessons of your past activities and initiatives as you create things that more fully align with you. This requires patience. So the second quarter is going to be a time of you receiving information and results from initiatives you may be starting right now. So in April, we have the Six of Cups, the Sun card, and the Six of Jades or Pentacles. Incredible balance. This is really reflecting that self-healing and the activities of alignment are really focusing, helping you to focus on happiness, your optimal self, your maximum life experience in a way that is joyful and fulfilling. So the process itself of balancing, of looking at the dynamics in your life where there was an imbalance in your relationships, where you were possibly giving more than you were receiving, or in terms of your resources, you were often the one putting in maximum resources into your relationships and perhaps not receiving the kind of support or rewards, credit, or recognition that you were owing or owed. So this is a time where in April you are focusing more clearly than ever, Pisces, on your happiness, on your fulfillment, on things that make you feel good. And all of your relationships and activities are being screened through this same filter. How do they make me feel? Are they balanced? Are they equal? Do I get as much as I receive? Do I have real partnership and alignment with the things that fulfill me? If I'm willing to offer that support in my relationships to others. So this is a highly fulfilling month where you are going to be receiving lots of connections from your past, favorable memories and opportunities, connections that you made in former times. In May, we have the Two of Swords, the Warrior or the Knight of Pentacles or Jades, and the Hermit card. So in May, I see you having to make some choices and not feeling perhaps that you have all the information you need, all the information you would like. However, you are in a position now where you are exploring ways, planning ways to develop your resources, You're looking at new practical skills and opportunities that will help you to build your stability, build your security, build your prosperity, or this very useful tool that you are in the process of creating. But you are feeling yourself in a crossroads, and in some ways this is the result of the deep healing work you're doing, where you're now at a point where you recognize there are relationships and opportunities, events that you must cut out of your life that are not serving you, that do not enhance or expand what you're trying to grow and build upon. In June, we have the Servant, or the Page of Cups, the Six of Staffs, and the Star card. Ooh, wow. So that's the third sixth we have. All of the sixes are speaking about balance, evenness. The Six of Staffs in particular is showing you an event where you will be recognized for your effort, where the tremendous amount of work that you have been doing and putting into something on behalf of your team, your community, your work, and other relationships is being mirrored back to you as recognition, reward, acknowledgement of the tremendous amount of work that you've done, and truly because you are aware that this work, this continuous exercise in balancing, evening out the external opportunities, the internal messages and script that you've developed for yourself are moving into closer alignment. You have had to look at a lot of things that you didn't want to look at. The Two of Swords in the month of May certainly gives you that opportunity to recognize the information that you are avoiding, the conversations you are not having, and you are recognizing that it is time that you integrate the shadow work that you've been doing, the conversations that those are prompting, so that you in fact can be recognized, can stand up victoriously, successfully at this point in terms of work that you are moving forward. The Star card here indicates that this work of personal healing has, where you started really putting yourself in alignment with your highest goals. The Star card acknowledges that this vision of healing, this vision of improvement, of overcoming challenges is something that you now understand and have glimpsed as a vision for the entire community, the entire tribe, the entire organization on whose behalf you work for, elevating the alignment of service, the quality of service that you're providing, the quality of your production, in whatever way that's most realizable, so that not only are you looking at the output of your efforts, but you're also looking at the process, the hopeful process that you have learned as you've internalized these lessons on your own behalf. You're now seeing this hopeful and positive vision, the potential of that, as you have kept the faith in your own ability to improve, to heal, to find happiness in your present life circumstances, to find the joy and the gratitude that you're standing in at any given time. The ability to do that on your own behalf is creating an example to others. As you have gone within to gain the answers that you have been seeking for a while, the process of healing is not overnight, it's not a week, it's not a month, it's an ongoing process. So as you've learned things about yourself, as you've found ways to ask for the answers you're seeking and realigning with those activities or beliefs that were not serving you, you have become a model and a teacher for others on a similar path. This is what has led you to the understanding, the uncovering, the unfolding of this vision of hopefulness for all involved. I'm going to clarify a card in this deck. This is so very clear, but I'm going to clarify these cards that have been pre-shuffled. The Two of Swords with the Five of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So I'm looking specifically at the information that you have previously avoided looking at. Those conversations that evolved from your deep internal work, working with those unfavorable behaviors or patterns that you recognize in your previous activities that led you to unfulfilling outcomes. Some of that inability to want to look at those experiences comes out of a time of grieving, the loss of significant relationships or a significant material loss, something that appeared to have perfect potential and was never realized, a relationship that you thought would last forever that never really became more than a casual friendship or a friendship, but that never met what you imagined its full potential to be. And as you have allowed yourself to feel those feelings of grief and letting go of the sadness that generated within you, you have had to look towards what remains. What remains is that Two of Cups, that deep connection you have between your higher self and your own internal self-knowledge. This experience is teaching you a lot about who you are, things that you were not perhaps accepting of in the past. You are now learning to accept the most essential part of yourself, which is a willingness to create from your heart, to connect through your heart, so that relationships are built upon this growing relationship with yourself, where you are always choosing your happiness in any situation, any opportunity, or any relationship. The Knight of Wands is indicating that you are being motivated by this tremendous desire to keep growing. The rewards of the healing process you've been in, Pisces, to date has been generating more and more confidence and more of a willingness to explore things that seem distant or far off to you in the past. You now have the energy, the motivation, and the confidence to pursue the things that you know will make you happy. And this, again, is built on the self-knowledge you are gaining throughout this time of healing. I'm going to finish off this reading, Pisces, with a botanical inspiration. If you've enjoyed this reading, if you're finding it useful, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I appreciate your presence here. I've just chosen the white rose. And the key words are new start and wisdom. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom, says Aristotle. I'm going to leave it here, Pisces. I thank you for your time and your attention. And until next time, Namaste.